Hello and welcome back to Breathmark. We're here for another week, another month, ease into the end of our day using Qigong and some creative practices. So today we'll be doing some work again with fire in this heat of the summer, this high heat, and I'm looking forward to sharing some movement with you, sharing some practices, and we'll get started. So find yourself, I have water with me today, I have my Post-its, and I have a huge stain on my shirt. Unfortunately, just spilled coffee all over myself this morning, so a little self-conscious, but we'll get through. All right, let's begin. All right, we will start by really kind of centering within ourselves, coming into Uchi, where we stand, our potential energy, the place of beginnings, soft knees, tailbone tucked in a little bit. Standing gently and breathing. Breathing in deeply, breathing out. We'll gather some chi, find ourselves centered, bring it in towards our heart, towards our lower dantian. 2 more times. Breathing in, breathing out, pulling towards the heart, down. Last one. Breathing in, breathing out, towards the heart, down. We'll start in a fire stance. Like Uchi, there's this element has a stance, a way to stand and hold yourself. Wide knees, wide legs, still balanced, tailbone tucked in, and holding your hands up. If you're familiar with yoga, you might see this as like a goddess squat or an adapted goddess squat, just holding, standing, breathing. We'll stay here for a minute or two. Finding that power within us, feeling a fire, light within ourselves. Breathe in, breathe out. This is your time to move at your own pace or to not move, to hold this stance. Breathe in and out. We'll hold for another about 10-15 seconds. If you need to make an adjustment, you're welcome to. You can sink a little lower. You can come up a little higher. Standing, open chest, wider hips. Coming out. We'll stand gently, bringing our hands down, coming back to center. Back to Wuchi. And we talked about a little bit about the spark, a fiery spark that we have inside of us. And I'll invite you to start flicking your fingers, thinking about I'm thinking specifically about a campfire. I just came back from camping and a little vacation with some family. And a couple of nights we had a campfire. And these little sparks that popped off of the campfire, kind of as though the fire was flicking little pieces of itself in our direction. Down low, just find an opportunity to play. To the sides. Coming down, and breathe. I'm in my office today and it's quite warm, which is reminding me again the heat of the season we're in. The warmth of my heart, the warmth of family, the warmth of people around us. Another 10 or so seconds. Slow it down if you need to. Catch things up high, flick. Coming back to center. All of this work we've done, slowing down, gathering this warmth, this energy 3 times before we move into some simple mark making. I'll invite you to pull out your Post-its, to pull out your pencil. Again, anything that you have in your office space or just sitting around you works perfectly fine. Grab our Post-it note. And we talked a little bit about a spark. We moved in the way that a spark does. We held our bodies in all of the different directions that a spark can go. I'll invite you just to start by making points on the Post-it. Just dots around the page at random. There's nothing perfect about this. The dots are being placed really quite at random. I'm noticing that I'm wanting to space them out very neatly. And I'm working to give myself just a little bit of permission to avoid doing that, to embrace the kind of imperfection, embrace the randomness. Let the dots move all over the page as well. When you think that you've got enough on the page, on our Post-it, I'll invite you to just start thinking about how these might connect and follow what the marks are sort of saying to you, connecting them one by one. Let them cross. If you don't want them crossing, that's perfectly fine. Thinking about the campfire, just the way that these little sparks pop at random from the fire out, sometimes onto me. I'm thankful that they cool down quite quickly though. as you work through this, connecting all of the dots, I'll invite our card for the day in. Again, from the My Friend Fire deck, the fire is calling. I love this one. It has a fire within the person in the center of the image, and two birds, cranes, it looks like, that are standing around. The sky is on fire as well, which is a great kind of metaphor, a different way to see fire around us in our environment. This card marks a turning point. The sandhill cranes celebrate the change in the air. The water around you carries movement, nutrients, and a new life. This is an invitation to fully engage with the fire within, to receive and trust it. We carry on in the journey by burning away what no longer serves us. We clear space for what truly matters. You are supported by the earth that holds you and are enlivened by what you burn away. The fire is calling. Are you listening? I love that. The fire calls me for sure, whether I'm camping, the kind of joy that fire can bring. I love this card. Returning to my mark making, noticing I'm wanting to make a kind of frame to square all of the things around. Maybe you're noticing something similar. I'm looking for dots that aren't connected or that feel alone, I guess. Or that would benefit from another connection, this social connection that we feel in the summer, the community that we build with each other, with our environment. Once I'm feeling that it's done, to me, I feel like this is done for me. Just take a step back, take a look at it. Acknowledge its imperfections, and I feel just need to add one little line here. That's done for me. Thank you so much for joining me for Breathmark today, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you again soon and exploring this idea of fire in this high heat season. Have a really wonderful rest of your day.